Guys, welcome back to AutoFix Arena. As discussed and promised you to share any detail that we come across. Was working with this car that I came across a surge RPM that it was too high. It was almost about 2000 RPM, which was so much abnormal. So we had to go back to the drawing board and sequentially track down the problem. But unfortunately for us, I couldn't record the moment I was applying the choke cleaner, that's the throttle cleaner, to the idle air valve. Use the choke cleaner first so you can try. This is the result of what I got after applying the choke cleaner. I think he became a bit stable. He came down to somewhere about 1100 or 950, there about 2100. That's range, which was quite reasonable, but it was still abnormal. As professionals, we have to treat it to the core. We have to make sure everything is working in perfection. So ideally, it has to come around 850 to 950 or 1000 is abnormal though. But sometimes it's considered. But with this specification, it has to fall between 850 or to 900 thereabouts. So this was the result that I got, but I again develop another life hack, which I'll show you. Don't worry, as time goes on, I'll definitely show you to bypass this kind of trouble to drive home or drive to your mechanic, as we have promised to do our best to equip you to even work on your car or get enough experience to have fair knowledge about whatever your mechanic or yourself you'll be doing. Don't forget we got this result after applying the choke cleaner, because the idle air valve was clogged open. So at this point, let's also apply the OBD and see what they are going to forecast or what they are going to project for us, because let's see what the OPG says about it. So this Kia car, Korea, and 2009 make. Sorry, I'm finding it very difficult to control the camera alongside handling and controlling the OBD app on the phone, because my camera handler is really messing up with me. That's why I couldn't capture the moment I was applying the throttle cleaner on the OBD, on the idle air valve. But don't worry, as time goes on, I'll get this solved and we are going to have a good projection. So this is what the OBG is saying. It's also projecting the idle air valve control. So let's try to see or check out the live data or live stream of the RPM itself, how it's really fluctuating on an idle. If there will be a fluctuation, let's check it out with a simple scan. You can get it. It's simple to get and simple to handle. Very good. I recommend to use even as a car user or a mechanic. You can even use it, because I really like and enjoy how it works. Kudos to the maker. So this is it. Engine RPM, yeah, it's around 980,100, something like that. So, but I wanted to drop a bit below 900, somewhere around 850 won't be bad for me. That's what I'm looking forward. But anyway, let's go on to the vehicle hack. As I promised to show you, if in case your car mess up with you on the street or anywhere at all, you can manage to get it back home or get it to your mechanic before things escalate. But don't use it as a habit, or make it a habit. They just weigh out for 10 use, because it's not that safe, really safe, because when it become so much tensed in it, some of the paper can get into the system. But the good thing is there's a paper, so it will burn. Let's take off the idle valve, then try to put on our hack method. Then after we change it, let's see, because I prefer to change it. That's my plan, to change it. I don't intend to use that, but just showing a way out if in case, or perhaps you can use this method to even test your idle valve. It's if the issue is from the idle valve, or maybe the connection from the ECM to it. I'll record a video on how to even test the idle air valve. You take it out and test it using the battery, or even 12-volt battery or whatever, and a dry cell as well. You can use a dry cell to check it out. So it's quite simple, isn't anything tedious and unhumorous to go by. Don't worry. So at this moment we are just getting anything at all, like a needle or anything. There's just a tester, and you get a paper to, then you create some porous through the paper, small porous out of paper, small holes in the paper, and just to create path for the air to suck through it. But it shouldn't be too much, because we are trying to restrict the amount of air to enter the system, so it shouldn't be too much. So as you can see, it's not that much, just created with a tester. So you put it back on, you mount it on your throttle. And let's try to tighten the bolt. That's just a 10 bolt, though I'm not using a torque wrench, but I'm not over tightening it. Be very careful and mindful. This is just a 10 bolt. The least mistake you do, you break it, and that becomes another story. And fix your connector, make sure it's well fixed. I'm putting on my battery. Okay, let's get into the compartment and start and see what happens. Sorry guys, trying to set my camera on. Okay guys, all is set now, so let's go. Let's start it and see. So let's wait for some few seconds for the RPM to settle. And it's settled now, and as you can see, it's quite okay. It's quite okay, which is acceptable. With this method, it can get you to wherever destination that you're going. Then as quickly that you get home, you visit your mechanic for proper inspection and resolution. But let's move on to change the idle control, because I got a new one. So let's move on and change it and see what happened. The reason why I'm changing it, my old one, after using the throttle body for it, I realized it's too open. It's two open is worn out. The actuator, the butterfly inside is worn out, so that allow too much air to enter into the system. That is why it was giving that surge. RPM was way too much, almost 2000 RPM. Just imagine how much fuel I'm going to burn and how much noise and wear and tear to my engine component. That's too bad. So that was basically the reason why. So let's change it. It hasn't cost that much. You can get it for a few dollars. Or Ghana cedis. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. You have to treat your car so your car will treat you better. Okay, so let's now throw it off. You are throwing it just for a demonstration and for temporary use. Now let's get into yeah, true. And there's a genuine parts that I got from the shop, a local shop. As when you are in Ghana, they call it place Abosokai, that you can get spare parts, any spare part at all that you want, or new parts. So I just got it from a client there. So you can see the old one. Check it very well. You can see the butterfly inside. Let me turn it this way. Can you see it? No. Watch it carefully. Let me turn it. Watch it carefully. Can you see the butterfly? Can you see it's worn out? So the hole is too much. And compared to this is kinda aligned. Sorry, you are going to miss a few steps here fixing the new one, but it's just the same method. My camera the handler is really messing up with me, and I'm finding it very hard and difficult to do it. Today is a tough day. But so after fixing it, let's see. Okay, let's give it some few time to settle, and we see the result now. There's the new one. I expect it to for not beyond 850. Okay, it's around that area. Let's see. Let's wait for a while and see if it's not going to go back. Okay, so I think this is exactly what I was expecting. So it worked. So whenever you encounter this kind of high RPM, you have to check one or two things to conclude. Check your vacuum system. Make sure there is no leak at all, because a leak from your vacuum system will cause a high RPM. Again, you check your sensors, your MAF sensors, your MAP sensor, your mass absolute pressure sensor. You check your idle air control valve, that's the IAC valve. Then you check your fuel system, because if the mixture or the ratio is imbalance, there is a lean or a rich mixture, you are going to get RPM issue. Either a please subscribe to our channel and share to friends. It's a great channel. It's obviously channel. Please share and subscribe. Thank you.